What is up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome in. I really hope you enjoy the content. Do want to give a shout out to all the new subscribers I've had over the past several days. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. It really means a lot to me. And to kind of pay that back to you guys, I do want to announce that I am going to be doing a giveaway at 100 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, like the content, hit that sub button and you can be a part of that giveaway. I'm going to give away a nice Star Wars gift pack. What we'll do is do a video on that, kind of go over what's in the pack, and then we'll have comments and stuff from there. And then I'll do a drawing from the comments and kind of announce that and send that out to the winner. So looking forward to doing that for you guys. But today we are going to be hopping into Galactic Legends Rey and how to get her. Now, the consensus across the community seems to be that Rey is far better than Kylo right now. She's kind of bringing that Mary Sue-ness that she has in the movies into Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So I wanted to give you guys a clear path from players who are all the way down at the new player, free-to-play perspective, all the way up to maybe mid-game players who are kind of working through trying to figure out how they're going to get this character unlocked. So I broke it down into phases, so should be able to find out where you're at in any of the phases and kind of use that guide to complete your journey to unlocking this character. So let's hop in to phase 1, and this is all about getting JTR. If you haven't unlocked this character yet, this is going to be the path that you need to take to get this character unlocked and start building that resistance team that you're going to need to unlock Rey, but then also having a solid character that you can use in other areas of the game, whether it be arena, GAC, territory wars, all that kind of stuff. So if you don't have anything on this list yet, you have to start by getting BB-8 to unlock her. And BB-8, unfortunately, is hid behind First Order team. You're going to have to take 5 First Order characters to 7 stars to unlock him. So in choosing these characters, I chose ones that are the fastest to unlock, not necessarily the best First Order characters. Now, several of them on here are the best First Order characters, but some of them are not. They're just based off of being a fast unlock, so you can get BB-8 as fast as possible, so you can get your JTR as fast as possible. All right, so first off, if you look at this list, I do have some things underneath the characters that is telling you where you can find these characters. So CN is Cantina node, Store is the stores, HN is going to be for hard node farms. So starting off, Kylo Ren, Cantina node farm, can't go wrong with this character, is one of the top First Order characters. He has a great node, he has a great ship that's attached to that node, so he's definitely worth a farm. You've got OG Kylo, another Cantina node, and then you've got also First Order Executioner as a Cantina node farm as well. And what I would recommend doing with these 3 characters is just hopping back and forth as you star them up. That way you can build them up as a free-to-play. If you're doing this from a free-to-play perspective, that way you can level that team up as a good arena team for you as you're going through that leveling process. So kind of hop back and forth with those. First Order Officer is in one of the stores, and then the same thing for Captain Phasma. She's in the Galactic War stores. Very easy character for you to get. So after you get all of those to 7 stars, you can finish up the BB-8 event, and then you can move on to getting Jedi Training Rey unlocked. So Jedi Training Rey is a little different than the BB-8 event. It is a Hero's Journey event, so she's a 7-star unlock instead of a 5-star unlock, but then you also have to have specific characters to unlock her. There is no choice in the matter. You have to have these 5 characters. So you're going to have OG Finn, you're going to have Scavenger Rey, you're going to have the Resistance, or the Veteran Han and the Veteran Chewie, and then you have to have the BB-8 that you just unlocked by getting the First Order. So all of these characters are not necessarily hard to farm up. Finn has a lot of different areas that you can get him: store, hard node, Cantina node farm. Scavenger Rey is a hard node farm, but she does show up in the stores as well, so be sure to be grabbing her shards every time you see those in the store. That'll be a faster way for you to unlock her. And then the 2 veterans are Cantina node characters, so Cantinas are a little easier to farm, a little faster than the hard nodes for sure. But it will take you several months to unlock all of these characters to get this unlocked, but you'll have a pretty solid resistance team when you finish that up, and then you'll have Jedi Training Rey unlocked to be your leader for that team. Now, down at the bottom, this is just for the free-to-play players, new players who are starting out. I put in a team that could be a pretty decent arena team for you, kind of starting off through the process with Jedi Training Rey as your lead, then having the 2 vets, Finn, and then BB-8. Now, the characters with the gold circles around them, these are going to be priority gear characters. These are going to be the first ones that you want to get to gear 12, the first ones that you relic up in the process of getting these characters unlocked. So, right now you've got Jedi Training Rey, BB-8, both very solid characters that'll be staple for your resistance teams going forward. So that's it on phase 1. It's quite a bit to do to get those unlocked because you've got 2 journey guide characters that you're having to unlock in the process of getting this. So it's going to take you a while to get through phase 1. But after you do, hop over to phase 2. The grind. This is where we get into hard node farms after hard node farm after hard node farm. Now, fortunately, you can work on phase 2 while you're doing phase 1 because there's not a lot of hard node farms in phase 1. You've just got Scav Rey, who's a hard node farm. So I would recommend putting your energy towards getting the new resistance heroes. You're going to want to get them. They are priority farms for you. Get them geared up. Get them into your arena team with JTR, and they'll really help transform that team for you. Now, the next 5 characters you can do really in any order that you want. I put Holdo first because she's a pretty decent tank, and then Resistance Trooper next. He does some pretty good damage when you get him geared up and reliced and that kind of thing. But you can kind of go with those in any order that you want. I put Rose Tico at the end because nobody is excited about leveling Rose Tico. She's just a meh kind of character in the game. But you got to have her for the event. You're going to have to gear her up. You're going to have to relic her. So just some kind of final advice when it comes to the characters here. Be wise in your gearing up. If you're at a point where you're wanting to build like maybe 2 resistance teams, for your GAC events and those types of things, you invest that gear into the characters. But you may want to go from a hoarding perspective and use swgoh.gg, look at the characters' gear needs, and then just kind of make a list, farm all that stuff up, and then when you get to a certain point, you can dump all that gear on those characters and level them up. That way they're not kind of inflating your GP for different things that you don't need inflated for characters that aren't great at this point in time. So I think that you would be better off doing some hoarding and kind of planning that out and figuring it out. But that's kind of to each his own. You can do it however you want to do it with that. All right. So you got all the characters now that you need. You just need one last thing. Phase 3. Just why, CG? Just why? This is where it gets to be a bit of a bummer, as if Rose Tico wasn't enough to have to get her to 7-star and relic her to relic 5. You're gonna have to get the Radis to 5 stars, which doesn't sound bad. It's just one thing, right? Well, not so much. You're gonna have ships to do her event, and this is at the one point in the game where I almost recommend spending money to jump past all this ship leveling. It's probably $100 to $150 when the stuff's available in the shop, if they continue to keep doing that. That's still kind of an unknown if they're going to continue to put stuff for her into the pack shop store. But if you can do that and jump past this, it may be a spot to save you a lot of time. Because right now there's 3 resistance ships, so that's fine. Those are characters that you've unlocked along the way. If you're farming Scav Rey on hard nodes, you're doing some stuff towards the Rey's Millennium Falcon anyway, so you're already kind of working towards that investment. And then you've got Resistance Pilot X-Wing, and then you got Poe's X-Wing as well to get. So those are hard node farms that you'll have to do. They show up in the stores as well, so they're not terrible to get. But where it gets pretty rough at is they've listed 4 ships that make absolutely no sense whatsoever with this event whatsoever, because they're not Resistance. They're from different eras of Star Wars, but they're in there, so you have to do them if you're going to free-to-play get this ship. So Houndstooth, starting off, you need boss to get Houndstooth unlocked. Both of these are hard node farms. Fortunately, this is one of the, if not the best ships in the game. Definitely the best tank ship in the game. So not necessarily terrible to do this, but another hard node farm or 2 hard node farms, so it takes you a long time to get these. The next one is Lando's Millennium Falcon. Unfortunately, this is not a very good ship, and it's quite an investment. It's hard node farm with Lando, and then you also need L3, which is a Cantina node farm, to unlock this ship and get it going. Then you need Ebon Hawk here. 2 good characters that you need for other legendary characters here, but Ebon Hawk itself is a hard node farm. Karth is a hard node farm. That's going to take you a long time to get through. Like that's a long time investment with those 2. Fortunately, the last one is Ahsoka. Both her and her ship you can find in the store, so she's not terrible to get. But really, the 2 in the middle are the ones that are really, really rough. A lot of people are already going to have Bosk and Houndstooth because it's such a good ship, but the 2 in the middle, not so much, and it's going to take a while to get those. So while I hate to recommend sending money CG's way at this point in time, to get this faster, it may be easier if you can just purchase the shards. But that being said, it's going to take you such a long time to gear these characters that this may not be such a bad thing, because you're going to have to do farms after you get these characters to level 7 anyway, or 7 stars. So it's going to be another thing to throw in there. Yes, it's going to take a longer time to do it, but it's going to take you a long time to relic up all these characters as well. If you're doing it from a free-to-play perspective, or even spending some money on it, throwing crystals at it, it's going to take you a while to get all those characters leveled up. So, but after you have finished Phase 3, you can get Rey, and from right now, it looks like she is going to be a force to be reckoned with for quite a while. She is super strong. I saw videos of her taking Jawas and autoing a gas team the other day, so it's going to be worth the investment. Now, you're probably going to be at the lower of your arena shard. You're going to have to take some hits along the way when it comes to GAC if you go this route from a free-to-play perspective starting off, because there's going to be people who are going after other characters that are stronger teams starting, from the beginning stages of the game. But after you get her unlocked, you're going to knock out anything that they've got. So, hope it goes well for you if you go this route. I am looking forward to working on these characters at some point. I've got some other projects going right now that are just kind of more important than this is at this point in time where I'm at in the game. But I hope this helps you guys out. If there's anything that you have questions-wise, leave some comments down below. I'll definitely work with you to help help answer those questions for you. Let me know, is this helpful for you? Is it something that you like content-wise? I definitely want some feedback from that standpoint as well. But I hope you guys are having some enjoyment in the game right now, and I will see you guys in the next video. And remember to hit that subscribe button, guys, for the contest.